Welcome to the Salesforce Developer course. In this series, we will explore how to build custom solutions on the Salesforce platform. We will cover everything from the basics of Salesforce architecture to advanced programming concepts using Apex. Whether you are looking to start a career in Salesforce development or expand your technical skills, this course will provide you with the knowledge you need to succeed. Salesforce is a cloud-based customer relationship management platform, or CRM, that helps businesses manage sales, customer service, and business operations. As a cloud-based solution, Salesforce is accessible from anywhere with an internet connection. It is highly customizable, allowing organizations to tailor the platform to fit their specific business needs. Salesforce connects seamlessly with third-party applications, enabling integration across your entire technology stack. Additionally, Salesforce provides powerful analytics and reporting tools that give you real-time insights into your business performance. Understanding Salesforce architecture is essential for developers. The platform is built on a layered architecture. The presentation layer is the user interface and dashboards that users interact with. The application logic layer contains business rules and customizations that you will build. The database layer stores and manages all your data securely. Finally, the integration layer provides APIs and connections to third-party systems. This multi-layered approach ensures that Salesforce is scalable, secure, and flexible for enterprises of all sizes. There are three main roles in Salesforce development. A Salesforce administrator configures and manages organization setup, user management, and standard customizations using the point-and-click interface. A developer writes code, primarily in Apex and JavaScript, to create custom business logic and features that cannot be achieved through configuration alone. A solutions architect designs scalable and complex solutions for enterprise-level implementations, combining both configuration and development expertise. As you progress in your career, you may specialize in one or more of these roles. Apex is a Java-like object-oriented programming language that is native to the Salesforce platform. It has a syntax similar to Java, which makes it familiar if you have programming experience. Apex code runs on Salesforce servers and has built-in integration with the Salesforce database, making it easy to work with data. Apex supports advanced programming concepts like triggers, classes, and interfaces. One important aspect of Apex is governor limits, which are resource restrictions enforced by Salesforce to ensure fair platform use and stability across all customers. Two fundamental components of Apex development are triggers and classes. Triggers are blocks of code that respond automatically to database events. You can write triggers to execute before or after records are inserted, updated, or deleted. This automatic execution makes triggers powerful for enforcing business logic at the database level. Classes, on the other hand, are reusable code components that contain methods and properties. Classes allow you to encapsulate business logic and call them on demand from other parts of your code. Using classes makes your code more organized, maintainable, and reusable. Let us look at a simple Apex code example. This class is called AccountUpdater and contains a static method named updateAccounts. Inside this method, we use a SOQL query to retrieve up to 100 account records from the database. SOQL stands for Salesforce Object Query Language and is used to retrieve data. We then loop through each account in the list and append the text updated to its name. Finally, we use the update keyword to save the changes back to the database. This demonstrates how Apex integrates directly with Salesforce objects and provides a straightforward way to manipulate data. Governor limits are resource restrictions that Salesforce enforces on code execution. Understanding these limits is critical for writing efficient Apex code. You can execute a maximum of 100 SOQL queries per transaction. Database modification operations, or DML, which include insert, update, delete, and undelete, are limited to 150 per transaction. Heap size, which is the memory available for object creation, is limited to 6 megabytes per transaction. CPU time, the actual processing time your code can consume, is limited to 10,000 milliseconds or 10 seconds per transaction. If your code exceeds these limits, Salesforce will throw an exception and stop execution. Writing code that respects these limits ensures your applications remain performant and scalable. Salesforce provides multiple APIs for different integration scenarios. The REST API is a lightweight, JSON-based API that is ideal for external integrations and allows you to perform create, read, update, and delete operations on any object. The SOAP API is an XML-based API designed for enterprise integrations and complex operations that require batching. The Bulk API is optimized for high-performance operations, allowing you to efficiently insert, update, or delete large volumes of records in a single batch. The Streaming API enables real-time event streaming, allowing you to push notifications to external systems whenever records are updated in Salesforce. Choosing the right API depends on your specific integration requirements and use case. Salesforce provides and supports several development tools. The Developer Console is a built-in integrated development environment, or IDE, within Salesforce that allows you to write, test, and debug code directly. Visual Studio Code is a popular lightweight code editor that many developers prefer, and it has Salesforce extensions available to enhance the development experience. Salesforce Command Line Interface, or CLI, is a tool for managing your Salesforce projects and deployments from the command line. Salesforce DX, or Developer Experience, is a framework that enables source-driven development, allowing you to manage your code like traditional software projects. Apex test classes are part of the testing framework, and Salesforce requires that at least 75% of your code is covered by unit tests before deployment. Finally, Workbench is a web-based tool that allows you to test API calls and write SOQL queries without leaving your browser. To become a successful Salesforce developer, you need to master several essential skills. You must be proficient in Apex programming and understand SOQL, which is Salesforce Object Query Language for querying data. You should know how to write triggers and asynchronous code to handle background processing. Understanding REST and SOAP APIs is crucial for integrations. Additionally, you must write and understand unit tests to ensure code quality. Career-wise, pursuing Salesforce certification significantly enhances your credentials and job prospects. As you gain experience, you can specialize in platform-specific domains like platform development options or financial services cloud. Many developers advance to solutions architect roles, which offer consulting opportunities and higher compensation. The Salesforce ecosystem provides excellent career growth potential with competitive salaries and continuous learning opportunities.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.